Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the jungles of Chult and to the Tomb of Annihilation. I hope everyone's having a lovely weekend. Good to see lots of lovely people in the chat. Juboral and Bree and Daisy and Silverdalia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you all in. I hope everyone's doing okay. There are some lovely people over here, which we get to play a game with in a second. Thank you everyone for joining me, the lovely players as well. And speaking of lovely people, the people scrolling by below me just here are those wonderful folks that support the channel. Please do jump in on their links as they go scrolling by in chat from time to time. And of course, we'll give more information about those wonderful people at the end of this session. But let me give a shout out to these two in particular, the fantastic Phoenix Dice and CZRPG. We have coupon codes for them, so you can grab yourself some tasty discounts if you want to check out their stuff. Let me drop that in the chat there. Boop. There we go. Head on over there, get yourself some beautiful click-like math rocks and or awesome one-shots, supplemental material for published campaigns, and beautiful books with forwards written by Mr. Ed Greenwood, etc., etc., from the fabulous CZRPG, including today's giveaway, the wonderful Cloud Caves one-shot or drop-in location for your games. So, !enter in the chat for your chance to win, and we will draw the winner at the end of our session today. So good luck with that, everyone. Jump in, and I hope that you can get the awesome work of CZRPG in your games too. Gorgeous maps, encounters, just, yeah, really, really tasty stuff every time. So get in on that. Now, boom, back to these lovely people here. As we are jumping into things, let us remind ourselves just what is going on as that beautiful Emma City art for those characters goes scrolling by down there. We are high up above the jungles of Chult. Actually, I think I'm going to go over to Roll20 right away so you can get that map. Boop. There we go. Okay, yes, we are up on the soaring plateau of Umbala on the northwestern edge of the Aldani Basin. Our adventurers, having sailed down the western coast of Chult and made their way to a dwarven mine, which they were hoping to reclaim for their employer. Unfortunately, they discovered it was in the control of a red dragon, and decided to leave well alone as they escaped, which their employer did not.
Leave well alone.
A little bit of scope creep there.
Yep.
Wasn't in the contract.
They escaped through passages to a different mining complex where they discovered the hordes of fire newts that had taken up residency there. With the aid of some of the displaced dwarfs from that mine, albino dwarfs here in the jungles of Chult, they were able to drive them out and reclaim the mine for the dwarves, but not without great loss, as their terrafolk friend was lost to them. Although, as they went to lay her body to rest, they discovered a slightly different but very similar looking terrafolk. Our new friend here, Embra, awaiting them in a mysterious shrine to a almost forgotten celestial being worshipped by everyone throughout the mountains in this area of Chult. Embra, having received visions of said celestial being, is searching for a ziggurat in the jungle, and the dwarves suggested that they head here to Umbala to gain the high ground and see what they could see from the lofty heights of Umbala. As they were on their way, they took a small detour to check in on a recently crashed airship and were able to rescue the crew an investigative squad from a group known as Candela Obscura here in the Cholton Peninsula, searching for something that they called the Soulmonger. Something that was an evil artifact. Something their organization is invested in taking out of circulation and keeping away from people who would do bad things with them. Rescuing them from the undead attackers that were swarming in on the ruins of the airship, they travelled north and along the River Tath, you can see there, to the Aldani Basin with its vast ocean of swaying grasses and the mythical Aldani crustacean-like folks somewhere hidden out there, perhaps, but they did not find any. Instead, they found a couple of rather hungry giant crocodiles, but they dealt with them without too much trouble. Leaving the Candela Obscura investigators camped at the bottom of Umbala, as they were not in any fit shape for the climb, our adventurers here clambered up the rocky path, switchbacks taking them higher and higher up towards the flat top of this vast outcrop of stone here in the jungle. They started to see signs of an ancient civilization as they cut into the rock at the top, delving into a crevasse with mystical carvings of local animals and spirits of the jungle, using the natural shape of the rock in the chasm to cunningly carve in relief these beautiful, beautiful depictions of the local wildlife. Our archaeologists in the group, Waymak and Hugh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, this is both of you, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah,
Actually,
to a degree, yeah.
Yeah.
Waku also has the archaeology.
Oh, it's Waku. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, Waku was great. Sorry, excuse me.
Damn, guys.
No, I have the it's different.
Anthropologist?
It's like wood.
Yes.
Something.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It was Waku. Sorry, I misremembered. Yes, Waymak and Waku taking particular interest here. Waymak, in particular, certainly with your knowledge and your sort of desire for knowledge of the ancient kingdoms that used to inhabit this peninsula before the undead hordes drove everyone out to the coasts and Port Nyanzaru. You clambered up out of the gorge, up to the main entrance to this old ruin. The strong wooden gates rotted away by time, but the stone gatehouses and the crumbling walls remaining of clearly what was a decent-sized habitation up here. And I can take you over. Thanks to the wonderful work of our friend Dan Karn, I can take you over to a map of Umbala. There's Dan's links there, everyone jump on that. Wonderful stuff. Okay, now let me switch over. I was delighted to discover that Sirenscape has an Umbala sound set.
Hey!
Everyone, if you want to get some cool sound effects and music in your games, do check out Sirenscape. If you want to use our affiliate link there, you can help support the channel too. There's a free trial and everything. Okay. Boop. Hopefully this will be a little smoother. Oh! Cheers, Mike. How you doing, mates? Thank you, buddy.
Mwah.
That looks like a spin for each player. Need to get on that. Cheers, buddy. Here we go. Reaching the plateau. Click. Hit and run. Cheers, buddy. Hope you had a good weekend. See you Thursday. Wednesday for you. Okay. Right, so as we switch over here.
Hey,
Oh, and a crystal for me. Cheers, mate.
Is Waymack still tiny?
Did that
It's been
happen?
2
No,
sessions.
yeah, no, because it only lasts 2 sessions. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Because I'm no longer swapped stats.
Hooray!
Nice.
Yay!
It's good, but it's also, to be
I'll
fair,
be
both of my
right
spell
back.
casting were the same bonus, so it kind of works.
There you go. Oh,
Really?
Papa as well. Thank you, my friend.
Papa!
Who gets the spin of the wheel, Papa? I am the only one languishing
guessing
without
you.
at the moment. Yeah.
I'm using it to be maybe?
Let me get my crystal here. Oop. There we go. Okay. Da-da-da. Let's get a bit more volume on this jungle background sound here. Little burps. Okay. Spinny spin spin. Let's get these spins done here before we start exploring proper. So, Embra,
I
I spin.
got it.
Oh, you get 2.
Thank you.
There it comes. What's it gonna be?
We'll find out how
Spin, spin,
how
spin.
grateful I'll be.
Oh, another advantage crystal. Look at you.
Oh,
The only way to get more than
thank
one.
you. I appreciate it.
You almost did.
I
You almost
see.
made it. You almost made it.
I'm almost there. It'll be fine.
And a short rest crystal as well.
Oh, that's super useful for a warlock. Hot damn, thank you.
Tasty, tasty. Waku coming in with Illy. What's gonna be?
Short rest. Just call that a speed loader.
Oh, shrink-a-size, little baby Waku.
Given that, like, my
Man.
mental thoughts of Eldritch Blasts are like finger guns.
Phew.
Right.
Quick, while he's not here, what's it gonna be?
We get the party together for the first time in a long
Shika,
time,
shika, shika.
and nobody can be their regular size ever.
Nope.
Speaking of which, Hugh grows a size.
Hugh is now huge.
The balance must be maintained. No, he's large.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Disney Princess. I just know it. There's no way Max is gonna get Disney Princess.
Remember, you don't
Why
have to sing.
do-
It just means you can talk to animals. Nope.
I'll do
Oops.
little it.
Oops, all intelligence. Enjoy.
And that's good.
Boom!
Thank you.
Archaeologist engaged.
Exactly. Like every time I look around, you'll see all the the algorithms and the trigonometry, everything spinning around my head. The
Yeah, right.
beautiful mind thing.
Yeah, that gif with the equations.
What is it? Like, Ember, who's still unused to this plane of, like, actually being, looks over in your direction. It's just everything. It's like, oh, what is this celestial construct around your head?
Exactly. Have you all seen oh crap, now I can't think of the movie where he takes the drug and he gets super smart.
Oh,
Don't know.
Clearly I need it
Hangover.
right now. What is it?
The Hangover, I think.
That
Like
one.
where he's playing,
Yeah.
counting cards, right? That's
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. But where he's like, that van's gonna crash, and he's like, "What van?" The other guy can't even see it, and he's so intelligent. He's seeing into the future. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so difference. I bring you to Ambala.
Voila!
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's pretty.
Of course. It's
Do we
done.
know who did the art for this map?
Limitless. That was the movie.
There you go.
Limitless.
There you go. Let me check. The map of Umbala was by Stanislav Mukrushin, also known as
Nice.
Tactical Map.
Lovely. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so we have, as has become customary, put a pin in it. So you are in that top right corner there, just at the gates. Now, it's a bit switched around. People who are familiar with the official module, it says that the buildings were all of timber and wood and have just rotted away. But Dan very correctly, I think, thought that we're so far high up above the tree line here
Yeah.
that they would definitely use the stone of the the messer itself. So you have these buildings here, and you have arrived into now. Hugh, Hugh is the one who wasn't here last time. I want to re-explain things, but he's also missing again. He disappeared.
Just for my own sanity.
Yes.
The thing that looks vaguely like a spine in the bottom left and kind of looks like a face hugger. We can't see that, yeah?
No, not yet.
Sweet, thank you.
Looks like a face.
Face hugger.
Oh, face hugger. Sorry, I missed the hugger
From
part.
Aliens?
Yeah. Fair. It's their ribs, not legs. But more on that later.
Ooh.
So, Hugh. Hugh. Back here. So yes, you've clambered up out of that gorge. You find yourself at the gateway of this ancient kingdom. Now, Hugh, one thing of note here is that the gates have rotted away, but the old stoneworks are still maintained there. But instead of gates, they have a slightly blocked entranceway here, as there are piles and piles of skulls, bleached white by the weather.
Mm.
And the only thing that you can see of note, really, right away, apart from the various low-lying walls and collapsed towers and the like, is that very large statue there.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that.
Is it a void?
It's facing away from you, so you have to head over there. What would you like
Gotcha.
to do? So, I mean, over to you guys. What are your reactions and impressions as you arrive here?
It looks like these are like stairs, kind of leading up to here. So I think Hugh, upon seeing these like mounds of skulls, is gonna say, "Well, I don't think these got here by accident."
Are they old skulls?
Yeah, can I like pick one of them up?
Sure.
Does it crumble within his hands? Dust fading into the wind.
Right.
They are quite delicate. I'd say they would break. They are quite old.
Are they just humanoid? Like, are they like animals?
Yeah, do any
skulls,
look-
or...
Human, yes.
Okay.
Human, specifically.
Cool. With his intelligence, I think Hugh, seeing that these skulls are...
Oh, by the way, Colby, sorry, you got grower size. You're large at the moment.
thick. Okay. So that means...
Waymek's smart enough not to open his mouth.
What's above large?
No,
Giant?
I think you're
More
already
large?
large, aren't you?
Well, yes. So, but because I'm a Goliath, I
Huge.
have the
Oh, you're
ability
carrying.
to
Huge.
carry or push.
Huge.
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 Huge. Hugh, you're huge.
Hey, huge.
Huge.
Got it.
I was
Huge.
right.
Yeah.
I was right.
Cool.
But you're medium though, aren't you?
Yes. So I am medium. But one of my character features, I think it's a. Let's
It's a
see.
racial
Yeah,
feature,
little
right?
little giant. You have proficiency in athletics, and you count as one size larger when determining carrying capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift.
Nice. Noted.
Oh my god.
Cool. Yeah, or lift.
You quite literally fill up the room.
Sorry.
I think hopefully seeing that most of these skulls are smaller than his, even like, especially with his increased size, he's gonna say, well, I'm not one of these, so
Damn.
I'll be fine.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah. Oh well.
Embra will like tug at the bottom of your pant leg, I guess, at this point. And
Yeah.
may I have assistance reaching to the top of this structure? I'm specifically trying to get a little bit higher so I can see if I can survey more of the campsite. I mean,
The ruins.
townage.
Yeah. So these like towers that kind of are sandwiching this open gateway, how tall are they? Could I like reasonably kind of like heft Embra up onto the roof?
Are you going through the gateway?
No.
I mean,
Okay, that was unbothered, everyone. Thank you very much. Sorry, Dan.
the idea, for lack of a better word, my brain went Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and went like, oh, I will climb the closest surface to get to the top so I can see more of it.
Right.
You can at half speed.
But that was why I was requesting you to help me like up some of the way.
Mm-hmm. I think.
Yeah, I can definitely help.
There would be
I'm
nowhere.
not sure how tall they are.
There'd be nowhere to put you because, this is the exterior, and they wouldn't want it to be accessible from the outside too easily.
Gotcha. Okay. So then we
so-
would have to walk through the gates then.
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
with the idea that. But yes, whenever possible, I would like to be on tall thing to take better look.
Yep. Okay.
Approach is like a weird parrot.
I mean,
squawk.
The reason I was asking is because as you step through into that first spot there, you do see the stairs up to the battlements.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's some there. There's these ones like in the middle here, which would probably get a
I
better
thought
view.
this was tree roots, which is why I was asking.
I
Oh.
see.
I still got Quaalu, right?
Still got what, sorry?
The zombie.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, zombie died, remember?
Indeed.
Then Waku was like, "Oh, you don't care about these guys?"
But the
skulls?
the skull. I mean, I can't do anything with them.
Oh, I can. Yeah. He animates it.
Waku moves to the pile of bones. Waku, you do notice there are only skulls here. They're not full skeletons.
We're gonna make a
Skull golem.
skull golem.
I think you need a whole entire skeleton, right?
Oh, let me just double check the wording on the spell.
I think
Yeah. What is it? 50, 60%? What can we work with here?
so.
If you have a single femur,
It just fills in the rest.
It's magic.
Kind of magic.
it is actually technically.
Target a
magic.
pile of bones or a corpse of small, medium humanoid in range.
No, John. Pile of bones.
Choose a pile of bones or a medium or small humanoid within range.
Would bones imply like a variety of bones?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to rule you do need the skeleton to create a skeleton.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So he says something like,
You could ask Waymark if he's
I
using
can do
his.
something with it, and then he like tries to do the magic, and it just like doesn't come out, and he's like, well, shit,
Hell.
no, I can't. Forget I said anything. If you see any more bones, let me know.
Okay.
While all
So,
these shenanigans are going on,
Yes, sir.
Waymack is looking over the skulls and trying to determine, okay, are they piled in a fashion as in like we are just discarding a bunch of refuse? Are they piled like this is a warning? Are they piled to form some sort of defensive escarpment? And most tellingly, can we see, are there any kind of weapon marks, any kind of wounds? Do they have big holes in them? Are they
that's a good
bashed?
point.
Are there
Smashed in.
chips on them? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
Fair.
This was an execution.
Or did something come along, eat these people, and shat out the undigestible bones right here, and we're looking at somebody's big grunt pile. So what would you like Waymack to roll as he thinks all this? With his...
I think you don't have to. You roll on. It's clear. You would say, it's probably made to be a warning to kind of like drive away. What's the word I'm looking for?
Interlopers,
Highwaymen.
trespassers,
No.
outsiders, adventurers.
Infidel.
No, like believers in curses and things.
Superstitious?
Superstitious people. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay.
So, and there are no wounds in the skulls.
Then that be okay. Then they have been retrieved. Now, two other signs that Waymack will look for after ascertaining that. One, is there any sort of dirt or anything that shows that these were disinterred? And two, is there any sort of growth on the skulls, like moss, plants, or anything that indicates that it's been there for longer, or is this a very recent construction?
Give me a nature check if you want to kind of date it.
I do. Thank you. How will an 11 do?
Okay. Nothing too specific, but
Is that with your bonus?
they've been here a while,
Okay.
but
Okay.
not a long time.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not recent, not ancient.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. All right. Then Waymack, after seeing all this, will growl out, "Proceed with caution. These bones have been placed sometime in the recent past, and we don't know if the builder still hides amongst the ruined walls of Mbala."
As Waymack says this, the party will notice that Hugh has started to kind of make his way through, like, around to the statue.
Okay.
And as he hears Waymack say that, he will walk a little bit slower.
It's like the
Tippy
Best
toe.
Buy, the Best Buy ad where the husband and wife go in and he runs off and she's like, "Kevin!"
He's very
Hey.
curious about the statue.
Yeah. Waymack will loosen his Kopesh in its scabbard and follow after Hugh.
Okay.
At a
Embra,
reasonable
I
pace,
think,
yeah.
is currently sitting on Hugh's shoulder.
Okay.
Sweet.
Waku,
But
likewise.
it was just basically like whenever we are ready to observe.
Okay.
Parrot face turns.
Being actually small now. Yes, I will sit on his enormous shoulders.
one on each shoulder. Okay.
Cool.
You've got weird parrot pirate titty window.
This is a weird angel devil thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Oh, kinda actually, yeah.
Celestial and Necromancer. Yeah.
Tomato, tomato.
Kill him.
Okay.
I'll take his corpse.
So,
Walk.
as you make your way over to the statue, you make your way through the low-lying remains of the building walls there, crumbled and deserted. It seems like this ruin was abandoned long ago. Waymack, you... I think... Yeah, I think you have heard of the Umbalan Empire.
Okay.
Yeah, especially with that, definitely.
Any particular details that stand out that are pertinent to what we are and what we're doing, or just, they were all vampires?
No, you just know that they were a kingdom that relied heavily on trade
Okay.
and disappeared along with other kingdoms that disappeared at the same time.
With the apocalypse.
Yeah.
With the apocalypse. Okay. All right.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Now, as you make your way around and in front of that statue, you look upon it. There is a large crumbling statue. It appears to be a man holding a staff towards the sky, though much of the detail has been weathered away. There is an empty bowl sitting beneath the statue, and there are words inscribed next to them. Waymack, you can read these. They are written in Old Ormuan,
Okay.
which is the language of that lost city of Ormu, which you have
Okay.
heard so much about. And through your study of documents in Port Nyanzari, you are able to read that. And you read it for the others. And it says,
Will work for food.
I'll drop it in the Roll20. Actually, I'll
What a
drop it.
coincidence.
Anything
It's-
helps. Wash your windshield.
It reads, whose mother is a cloud, whose father is the sky, whose child is a band of colors, whose enemy is dry.
That would be rain.
Water.
Rain?
Okay.
Rainfall. Or rainbow. Or rain.
Waymack, you know the old Omuan word for rain is mvua.
Mwa.
Mvua, yeah.
This would be in the Omoan Mwa, I believe.
As Waymack says the word for rain in Old Umoan, the statue shifts to the side and reveals a set of stairs descending below.
Waymack looks down at Waku. Who's great and powerful now? Little necromancer.
You know, being great and powerful isn't a zero-sum game. You're making it sound like I have lost my status as great and powerful as a result of you gaining the status of great and powerful. That's not how this works. We raise each other up, okay? Like we're a team, right?
That felt
The
very
goal is for
Sesame
us all to
Street.
be great and powerful.
It really did. Especially given that you're on the shoulder of like Hugh right now. From my position, by the way,
Who run Barter Town? Waku run Barter Town.
is
I
that
just told you about
MIC
this. Waku don't run Buttertown. It's a collective effort, all right? We're working on a necromantic commune. That's the point.
Can I please, from my position on Hugh's elevated shoulder, during all of this, look distantly and see if there is any movement, reaction, things in the sky? I'd like to be like on watch while the stuff is going down, please, because that was my original intention.
Okay, give me a
Swivel
perception check.
around.
I would like to be the bird, I guess.
Do the owl
even if
thing.
I would like to do the owl thing. Oh, very nice. 23, please.
Okay.
Ooh.
Which is apparently. Oh wait, no, hang on.
That's
That
really
would be. It's. I think it's
with
got
bless.
guidance toggling on.
right. Oh, guidance.
Oh, it does, yeah.
How do I toggle that off? So 19.
19. Okay.
There's like a checkbox I think you have to, but it,
Yeah, should be a checkbox underneath. Yeah. Okay. So, Embra, you
Hi.
do see something far away, kind of out over the jungle, towards the kind of jungle. Towards the south where you climbed up. You can see several silhouettes in the sky, and with your unique perspective on this, you recognize them as terrafolk. You, but not real you.
Like, the big ones.
Yeah.
The proper big ones.
Yeah.
How far away, roughly?
Probably about 500 feet.
Okay. From my position as like the argument about necromantic communes is going down, I lean down to Hugh and say, and can I tell how many from this distance, or do I have like just a rough idea?
There looks to be 4 or 5.
We may want to be undercover soon. Apparently there are 4 or 5 large shapes. It's terrafolk, likely.
And I'd say,
And I look at my body and I go, the bigger version of this.
and Hugh, I'd say you aren't surprised because like this kind of cliff is ideal for them.
Perfect, yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Squeeze
So-
in the
guys heard
hole,
him?
squeeze in the hole.
Let's-
Colby, can you tilt your camera down a smidge so you're just
Yeah.
a little head resting on the bottom of your screen?
There we go.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Squeeze in the hole, squeeze in the hole.
Okay. So, Yes, there is a dark stairway. I must say, I meant to say something actually. Whilst you're up here, it is much more comfortable up here, especially away from the swamps of the Aldani Basin. It's much drier up here compared to down below. Sorry.
Well, you guys heard him. Let's get in.
Okay.
And I'll start to put two massive hands.
Yeah, Waku and Ember, you need to get off the shoulders. You're going to just bang your heads.
That's her.
Hugh just fits.
Bonk.
How dark is it in there?
It is.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
We have candles and lanterns, don't we?
I need to learn my lesson regarding dark vision.
Who did I give the drift globe to?
I need it.
you gave the drift globe to Hugh. Sorry, no, it was to Waymack.
You're fine.
Was it to me?
Yeah,
The what?
Well,
Waymack's got a drift globe because you passed it to him because he was taking point during the mines.
that's right.
Oh, that's right. Cool.
Drift
I can
globes
see.
I can see, I can fight. We're gonna have to. Shit.
It is dark. It's inside.
Okay. Waymack will then retrieve the day globe from out of his pouch, the gift that Waku gave him, and will speak the word light, and it will float behind him like the Jedi trainer, and light us up.
Okay.
I would like to think. Is this the first time Ember's seen this? This isn't, is it?
No, they probably would have seen it in the mines.
Dang. Because all of me is like kitty eyes go like lasers. This is what my brain went.
Big.
It's like, it's shiny.
That's almost a verbatim description of the light of Ubasti, the holy relic that Waymack is searching for. A shiny light.
Are you saying that you're playing a Bastedi Paladin chasing the laser pointer? Dot.
Would I do that?
I hope so, because that makes me very happy.
Okay, I shall turn on daylight mode if we have our globe here, just to make things easier. And here you go.
Subterranean Mario music, go bro. Oh, it's a room.
So, you,
Scrolls.
with the drift globe just bobbing along behind you, descend a short staircase into a 40-foot long dark room, which the shadows shift gently as the drift globe bobs behind you and cast your shadows out ahead of you across the stone floor. Along the walls, Waymack, you almost miss the bottom step as you get very excited. There are stone shelves filled with dusty scrolls.
Ooh.
And at the far end, a closed double door made of stone on the far right side of the room. The ceiling, just high enough for Hugh, is 10 feet high. And Waymack, you know, with the dry environment up here, these down in the jungles, all of these scrolls would have been ruined.
Right?
But because of the altitude, they seem delicate but okay.
Alright. Yeah. Touch nothing. Move slowly. They don't know what the original builders have left, but
Take only photos.
leave only footprints.
What's a photo?
But
I think
there is obviously a wealth, a treasure here. Not the kind you want, Waku, but a treasure nonetheless.
Kakari.
Listen, if there's treasure here. Now you have to understand something about dragons, okay? So dragons create a horde of things. Now, red dragons are famous for creating a hoard of literal wealth, but other dragons sometimes create hoards of different things.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of dragons creating hoards of knowledge before, right?
Absolutely.
My goal is to become a dragon. Now, I may be red,
Yes, of
right?
course.
But this does, somewhat imply the fact that I'd be creating a hoard of material wealth. It doesn't necessarily
listening.
mean that I'm going to be creating only material.
The color of your scales and your entire conduct up until this point suggests that you're going for material wealth.
Right.
Listen,
While
listen,
Waku's
here's the
talking,
thing. I gotta
Waymack
appreciate
is
the assumptions, even if they're correct.
Yes, Waymack.
while Waku's talking, Waymack is like, oh yes, but he's investigating the floor, looking for any traps. And he's like looking around, doing that kind of like when you have a kid that just keeps talking at your elbow, and you're like,
Yep. Okay.
yep, okay, yes.
Give me investigation or perception.
Can I assist with that?
Yep.
Investigation. or
You
perception?
can roll yourself or
think-
give Waymack advantage. Either way.
I'm gonna give him advantage.
A 20.
Okay.
Thank you.
You see nothing.
I
Alright.
think that Ember's keeping watch.
Back out the exit.
No, just like within, so it's not like being seen from above because I know that the Terrafolk are around.
Yep.
But like basically seeing if anybody like lands down, because you said the statue moved, right,
yes.
to open the entrance, which means anybody that could see from above can see that the statue's moved.
Fair.
Fair point.
So yeah, Ember's keeping watch.
Noted.
With Hugh being so tall, I can see on the map that there are several scrolls that are like on top here. So like stepping down the stairs, he can see these 3 right here. And he's not going to touch the scroll, any of the scrolls just yet. But I do think he'll wipe a finger on an open space of the top of the shelf and like kind of examine it, like you would, if you after you dusted a house. How thick is the dust?
It's dusty, but it's not that thick because there's not stuff to generate dust here, right?
Right.
So they are. What was in the space has settled on and
Has settled.
become dusty,
Got
but yeah, there's not people moving in and out and people going around. So in many ways, that's an indication as well. People weren't coming in and out of here a bunch.
Hey, okay.
Since it was sealed.
And looking at the scrolls, are they like titled in any way or labeled on the ends? Like a spine on the end of the scroll?
No, sorry.
We will gingerly open one up then, just at
Okay.
random.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do, and you see that they're a little tricky to read, and only Waymack, you can read them with the old again that same old Olmuan. They're a little tricky to make out still though, because they're written in some kind of shorthand.
Oh.
And you can see that they are records of this empire here. And you think if you spend a decent amount of time, you would get a good idea of the comings and goings and the operations of this empire before it disappeared.
Okay.
But it would take some research.
So these are like administrative records: birth, death, title deed, transfer of grain, how the rainfall, wars against the neighbors, kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's
but also with your experience, you know how much information can be gleaned from such records.
Yeah, absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. But obviously, it's a full library, so it's
Right.
all right.
Looking over Waymack's shoulder at the scroll, I know Hugh can't read it, but I'd like to gently take one of the scrolls that's sitting on top of the shelf there and very lightly open it and see if it looks similar.
It does. Yeah.
Okay.
Over his shoulder, Waymack will start reading. There once was a man from Nantucket who's roll that up. Yeah. So, we'll just take like 2 or 3 that look like they are hardier than the others, gingerly wrap them up and put them in his pack. Because
they
then
will.
we'll have to...
They will not travel. They won't travel.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And we will just leave them there, and we will have to hope that we
Is there any
bring someone
information?
back. Yeah, we bring someone back. Yeah.
I mean, you
But
can,
there
you
was
can
nothing-
take the time to look at them if you want to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just worried about the incoming and in the other door. Okay, let's
I
see
mean,
what
yeah,
else
if you
is
want
in here.
to check the whole place first, yeah.
Yeah, let's see what else is in here before we sit down and tuck in for a long read.
Okay, look.
Um,
Oh, inspiration from Rovelljax. Not disadvantage Rovelljax. I'm pleasantly surprised. Oh, I forgot to do Scarlet's extra.
thank you. Sorry, guys.
Hey, Waku, I'm not good at this kind of thing, but you know how sometimes people will hide secret doors behind bookshelves and such? Do you want, maybe, I don't know, maybe one of these guys has a secret? Care to take a look?
He glances at everybody else, and are you asking me to like knock down these walls?
No,
No.
No, I'm talking about looking for a button or a switch or a magic word. I don't know.
Door.
Well, I know that I see the door there, John, but
Sorry.
I'm trying to read between the lines here.
I'm teasing.
I shall attempt to perceive stuff. Ah.
Can I assist in that search?
Indeed.
I'll give Waku advantage. I'm certain he has a higher perception than I do. Or even investigation, I'm sure it's higher.
Hadn't even taken out my dice yet. What am I doing?
Oh, good point.
I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
So many dice.
I have this fun little bag. It's
I
like
got to. Oh, nice.
dragon.
Oh, I've seen those. I love that one.
What is it?
It's
Oh,
like a.
get him, Daisy.
Hold on. It's like a little dragon on like a
Sitting on
board.
top of a board.
I rolled
that's
a
cutest.
19 for investigation.
19. Okay.
Nice.
They do seem to be just solid stone and flush with the walls. No way to move
Cool.
them or anything.
Sounds. Hey, we tried. You know.
Did we try hard enough?
You'll never know.
Yeah. Well,
But I will.
guess
I will.
we'll never know.
Waku, I will extend that check to the doors, and the doors also seem to be untrapped and free of shenanigans or
Allow me to
sun
show you
sundanigans.
my secret abilities of investigation. I, Waku the Great and Powerful, shall find the door for you. He made chance open the very obvious door.
Please. Actually, I don't think Mage Hand's going to cut it. They're solid stone.
Oh, he attempts to mage hand open the solid stone
It's like,
door and says, allow me to point towards the door. It's right there. Right there.
As soon as Hugh's done laughing, he'll walk over and.
Oh, with his stupidly large size as well.
Yeah.
With all the extra carrying and pushing capacity.
Oh yeah, hang on. Sorry, Waku, you might have to shift a bit there. Boop. There we go.
Comically large.
We are in the this new golden age of Roll20. You may open the door yourself.
Dun dun
Beautiful.
dun.
All right. Boink. Oh.
You swing open the heavy stone doors, and the room is dominated by a stone sarcophagus with an inscription carved into it. And then on the right, as you go through the door, there are 3 coffins in wall recesses. And Waymak, if you step through and investigate.
Yeah.
You go up and kind of blow on the inscription to kind of make it a bit clearer. And again, in Old Omuan, you read, "Here lies King Kwalu Umbalawa, the last king of the great kingdom of Umbala. He is interred here with his family, who were taken before him through tragic misfortune. No riches lie buried here, for the king decreed all his wealth would go to ensuring Umbala's survival. Like an artisan, he is buried with naught but his tools, which were not enough to save our people."
Wow. Hugh
Waymax.
dabs a tear from his
That's
eye.
good. That's
Yeah,
like
wait-
solid. That wow.
I thought you were gonna end on Hugh Dabs.
Dabs.
Oh,
Dab of appreciation.
So
We gotta support.
we outlived Umbala.
appreciate-
It's like...
We out here, boys.
Damn. Damn,
Right.
fam.
So,
Using his experience. Okay, so this is a crucial moment for Waymack, because on the one hand, his entire thing is about respecting the dead and their goods and protecting that and preserving that. That's what his entire order, we're under the Church of Bast, is about.
yes.
On the other hand, there's also the retrieving lost knowledge and resurrecting these forgotten civilizations and honoring them and making sure that they're put in places where others can learn about them, that they're not held in like private collections or traded by the unscrupulous, but it belongs in a museum. So it's that toss-up between, do we honor the king's final resting, or do we just take a look to see if there's anything that might let others know about his nobility and sacrifice for his people, and thereby preserve his memory and give him true immortality. So that's what Waymack is going through Waymack's head as he stands there, just stock still, looking at the graves, looking at the sarcophagus, looking at the tombs, looking at the sarcophagus, and he kind of looks over his shoulder at Hugh and kind of gives him like a head cock, like,
We start with a family member?
I think that's worse, but okay.
Waymack says, I think if I were a father, I would prefer that I myself bore the onus of possible disrespect than my children or spouse. And maybe we just peak with all due honor, prayer, and ceremony.
Seems fair.
Alright, Waymack will approach the sarcophagus, kneel down, give a prayer. Forgive us, great king. I look only to see if there is some way to preserve your noble memory for those of my generation. And will try to move the lid just enough to look inside.
Okay. You...
That's the sound of the dust.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a cloud of dust rises up from the coffin, as you shift, there's a as the stone scrapes open, and you glimpse inside as the drift globe comes bobbing over above you, and you see a mummified Embra. Professional.
Hi.
Oh no, sorry, not Embra, sorry.
No, that was Brackle. Brackle, Ember doesn't know shit.
Yes, Brackle
It's
would have
true.
been very interested.
Brackle would have had a great time.
But Waymack, you see a mummified corpse with ceremonial garb, rotting and, kind of being ravaged by time, even though it's sealed away here, clasping a pristine staff. and your mind is taken back to the stuff that you saw up above.
Does it have a hook on it?
It does not. But Hugh, you see Waymack jerk back as a hand clutches the edge of the sarcophagus and the other slams
There it
easily
is.
the stone lid across. And I would like all of you to roll initiative.
Yep.
There it is.
We knew it was coming. We knew
I
it.
should have prepped a friend. I should not be fighting in this area.
He, you know, maybe he just has some questions. You know, maybe we need to give this guy the benefit of the doubt.
Where did my little token go? There you are. Oh, that's. I mean, that is appropriate. That is appropriate. Why does it keep saying Brackle whenever I stop reminding me?
Vicious.
Do you copy these from a spot?
Ooh! Finally, some decent initiative.
Nice.
It's because the token still has the name. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just like let me mourn in peace.
Ember. Where are you?
Enlarge, reduce rules, right, John?
Yep.
Oh, you've got so much space.
I know, right?
And then if I grab your
1d4 extra damage. Cool.
thing here, if I'll edit your thing, Scarlet, and get the new token in there, so it should be okay
It's
next time.
okay. Thank you. It's
You-
just like
Go
my
away.
heart. I renamed it. It's okay.
And use such a token. There we go. That should do it.
John, I think you meant to erase Brackle, but you erased Waku.
Mm-mm.
Nope. I haven't put you in. I haven't put you in
added
yet.
him back. I put him back.
Oh.
I hadn't added you yet.
Definitely disappeared.
Weird.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, and our king. My king.
Negative. Negative initiative.
We shall see. Actually, what am I don't need this stat block. I have a fancy frictionless dance stat block.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh no.
great.
King of
Me.
Malawa.
Oh yes.
Which is
yes,
it is minus
favorite.
1 to Dex. What's the strategy going to wait, Mac, should we disturb the dead? I'm not sure if this is right in the background. Waku's to animate dead, you're right, yeah. Ooh, I got a natural 1, so the mummy's at 0.
As close to negative as you can get.
Yep. There we go. I don't even have to type anything in. Just
Wow.
0. Okay, Waymack
It's
is
gonna be over
fastest.
before I even notice what's going on.
Oh,
All right.
We'll see.
Waymack lets out a annoyed roar, a self-deprecation. Ah, this always happens. And pulls that
Actually,
edge.
sorry, Waymack. Sorry,
How
Waymack.
many times?
Lair action first on initiative 20.
A lair action.
Yes. As this creature's like, again, I think it's just like it's silent, right? It doesn't even like cry out or anything. It just rises up and just like there's the massive Ember. You hear this massive crash as the stone lid is flung aside, and
There's
the
like
mummy
a
rises
pop up,
up.
like a huh? Oh dear.
Right? And then you see the mummy of the king gesture to one of the coffins on the wall. And I'm sorry, you didn't want to disturb the family members, but here they come. And a zombie crawls out of the coffin. Just again, the stone covering the seal is broken, and it just like You know, it's like it comes crawling out like it's crawling out of an air conditioning vent. It's like two hands as it comes crawling out.
Oh my god, no.
Nice. Nice.
And yeah.
The activation word TV dinner.
And actually, so yeah, that's because that happens right away. So that one's actually going to come out, and Hugh, you're right in front of it, so it's going to go for you.
Cool.
Cool story, bro. Okay, slam attack.
Bang.
I mean, everything just wants to slam you, Hugh. It's the titty window, I think.
You know,
That's
I asked,
13?
Ooh.
misses.
Damn. So just like, I think it's like kind of stumbles and almost falls out of the coffin, just like slams
Right.
into you. Hey, Chuck, cheers, buddy. Who gets the spin of the wheel? Thank you.
Yo, yeah, the crusty muscles underneath it just kind of.
Crusty.
Mm.
Okay. So, Waymark.
Yeah. I don't disturb the
Hey,
dead, but the
didn't
undead are fair game. And pulls the.
2 seconds, sorry, sir. We have a spin to do for you from Chuck. So let's see if that is going to take maybe a little sort of wild magic in the mix as you desecrate
Let's
this
see.
ancient tomb.
We didn't mean to.
I was not
Intentionally,
desecrating.
Yeah.
Investigating.
Yeah.
So I'm not preserving this guy's memory. You
Hey,
can,
It's a
yeah.
fine
Let me
line.
put it this way. I am persuaded as you get oops all charisma.
Hey,
Ah,
okay.
All
right.
Wow, smart, handsome. Yeah,
I like that for us.
That's
Like
just,
suddenly,
that's just
suddenly
Charlie.
his my leopard fur. Suddenly my leopard fur. Like it's all golden. It's like metallic. I'm like,
It shines
Oh,
like
my.
it catches the light in that way that only golden hour can hit.
right. Every time I smile, my fangs like ding, that anime.
Chiseled
thing,
jawline.
Ding. Yep.
Yeah. All my
that's the stuff,
attacks,
that's
my
the stuff.
fur's all playing. The camera rotates around me in bullet time.
Speaking of-
There's
speaking
a
of
slow
attacks.
motion on the wind attack.
All right, Kopesh, double attack, tapping into my last channel divinity
To
to
the
do that
king?
divine smite for the king. Yeah,
The king.
for the king. 1 to 16. 2. 6. I'm gonna. Oh, I had to blow my thing beforehand. Never mind. And then-
And you have no crystal either.
Oh, I don't.
Sorry. You and Hugh are lacking.
Oh,
I'm looking at you, chat. I'm looking at you. All right, and then the Kopesh. And the Kopesh hits with a 19. So, and the divine, I need the 2d8.
That's on the offhand, is it?
Correct.
Okay. Nope. So 8 plus the 2d8.
Yay.
11.
11. Okay. Is that magical?
No, I do not have magic weapons.
Okay. So what's the
Point.
divine?
Divine, the
Channel
divine smite was
divinity.
the divine smite was 11. Was 11.
Oh, there's divine smite on it. Okay.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm.
Gotcha.
So when you hit the thing,
I'm
Um,
no, it's not a magic Kopesh. Fart.
Okay, so 7. The 7 slashing is halved to 3. This is a tough old mummy.
Oh boy. Okay.
But then the 11 as well, so that's 14. Okay. Boom.
Wow.
Thank you. That brings us to Hugh.
Okay. This is an awkward position.
Here we go again.
Smite me.
Yeah.
I'm like
Smite
no
me,
clue what's
smite
going on.
me,
It's great.
say that you'll smite
I'm
me.
just hearing bang, crash, 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 katang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's like, what are you doing there?
That
Like
growl,
harp
"Not
music for
again."
the. What is it? The harp music is like the oops all charisma goes, just like.
I am going to make it just a little bit more cramped in here. I'm going to use my bonus action to create my echo in the corner right here next to the king.
Notice. I think your echo is still medium.
Yes, yeah, the echo doesn't change size. And I'm actually just going to do all of my attacks through the echo.
Makes sense.
So, first attack on the king. A 14.
Hang on, I'm making ghost.
Ah, gotcha.
I feel just like
There
a
you go.
ghost.
Okay, 14 hits.
Cool. So that is going to be 11 plus the 1d4. Where's my d4? There it is. So that's 15.
15
And then
to hit.
15 slashing.
Okay, it says
total.
11.
11, and then because of the enlarge reduce, I get a d4 added
yeah.
to my damage.
Yeah, and that's not magical.
It's a +1 greatsword, so
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's magical. Yeah.
Okay. And then second attack. 16.
Hits.
So that is going to be 7 plus 1. So that is another 8.
Okay. Done. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on your turn?
No, because I don't want to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just going to chill right there.
Okay. Waku.
We haven't done this yet in this version of the campaign, but we're gonna Lich Bolt him.
Oh shit!
The Waku
Oh.
version of Witch Bolt.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Range
Your-
spell.
your boss
attack.
would be proud.
Alright.
The one that we're not supposed to know about.
Against the zombie.
Against the main zombie, yes. The mummy.
The mummy. Okay, they're gonna have heavy cover with everyone in between you.
I rolled pretty high, and I had already made the decision, so I'm not gonna change it.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Even if I didn't roll high, I would have to. I feel like, for my integrity, I'd have to. Do this. I had already rolled the dice.
He's an honorable man.
25. So
Wow.
25.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, I'll hit. Yeah.
Nice.
Second level or higher gets a second D12. Okay. And since I'm a
Holy
warlock, I always
guacamole.
cast higher.
Yep, max possible, right?
Make it happen.
It's an 8.
So total of
A total of 8.
what kind of damage?
Oh, lightning?
Which
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, it's lightning. Next level it'll be necrotic, because everything will be necrotic next level, but it's not yet.
It'll get there eventually.
Witch bolt. Oh, he's tethered to you now, isn't he?
Yeah,
With the lightning?
Now he's tethered. Yeah, I can damage him every turn.
Mm.
Okay.
I
Sorry,
like that.
give us lightning. Go.
But instead of lightning, it's, me drawing the necrotic energy out of him.
Okay. I think Wayback's fur is all now poofed out from the static.
And I cast, for bonus action, Form of Dread.
And the good news is that has blooded them. So half HP or less.
Oh, wow. What level are we? 5, right? Okay. So
The prayer to get to 6 eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. I'll get to my full power again someday. I bloody him with the Lich Bolt, and then I cast Form of Dread to make myself appear Lich-like.
Spooky.
It's a full package.
And gain some temp XP.
Okay.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Or I should have done that in the opposite order, but I think the range.
Let's use this. Ah.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay. So, Embra,
I don't think I can get there on my turn.
there is a lich that's moved from the
How high are these stairs?
It's a Waku Lich.
It's just like a
I mean, it's just 5 is 5 is 5. It's okay.
1, 2. How high are the shelves?
Just 10 feet.
Oh, okay, 3, 4, 5. That's my maximum movement. Let's see. Yep, I can only see Hugh. There's a vibe of like, what is going on over here? 6, 7, 8. Oh, but that is my action to dash. It's my action
Yep.
stuff. So, with my bonus action, what can I do? Because I wasn't sure what to do. I think I can't. I don't think I can do any of my. I can't summon. So, are you bonus action by any chance? No. I think I arrive. I'm like, excuse me, what? And I sit.
Fair. Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'll use the remainder of my movement to jump on top of the shelf. If I can.
Okay. Farewell.
So I can get a height advantage. We'll see.
Go.
Attempt to.
Just trying to get you all on the screen. There we go. You're so spread out. No, they're 10 feet tall. Sorry. So flush with the ceiling.
Oh, flush with the ceiling. Sorry. Okay. Yep. In that case, I stay down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is going? I lean over to Waku. It's like, what happened? And in the form of dread.
Powerful.
It doesn't scare your friends, right?
Oh no, it only scares people that take damage.
Yeah.
I would also say that like the face on Ember is like completely nonplussed. It's like the most deadpan. Like, what is occurring?
Yes. Now, okay, so the mummy.
Returns.
Let's see. Okay, Waymack, please give me a wisdom saving throw as the mummy turns its dreadful glare upon you.
I'm good, thanks. How about a 22?
You are okay.
I've seen your kind before, you undead thing.
Okay.
Incredibly wise.
It's like, okay, if the dreadful glare does not work, then perhaps the rotting fist.
Ew. Yucky.
Yep, that's gonna be 22.
Really?
Farewell, Crystal.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, and
Oh,
Crystal
yeah.
for Waymack.
Oh, hey, you got your crystal, yeah.
Cheers, Chuck.
Buddy! Alright, a 22 to hit, I think?
Yes.
Is that what you just said? Yes, that is a hit.
Okay, you take. Dun, 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 dun. You take 11 necrotic damage.
Son of a gun.
Ouch.
Yowza.
It just reaches up and
Man.
just like boom, slams into your chest. You just feel the necrotic like rot spreading from the wound. And can I have a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Waymack lets out a roar, roar, as the black burn spreads across his flesh. A 13.
A 13. Okay, it's a success.
Nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I am going to use my Echo to Sentinel attack of opportunity the mummy.
Okay.
So it's going to be 15 to hit.
It's
All right, and that is 12 plus the 3, so 15.
your oh shit, we've been doing this wrong because your echo won't get the enlarged bonus.
Oh, that is a good point. Okay,
Fuck,
yes.
how much
so
was it?
it's
It was
just,
like-
just 12.
Yeah, just 12, and then there was 5 from before, wasn't there?
Yeah, a 4 and a 1.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
so-
I'll minus 7 there. Okay. Thank you. Yes, lashes out. Okay. At the end of the round, the mummy, surrounded by these intruders, desperately calls on more family.
Yeah, naturally.
And another of the tombs bursts open next to Waymak. And another zombie comes scrambling out and just comes at you there, buddy. And that is going to be a slam attack on Waymak. Only a 10 though.
That's not hit. The
Does not.
steady twists out of the way as the fist passes in front of his muzzle.
These zombies are clearly very, like, they've got like cramp from being all bundled up in there for so long. Like, oh, it feels good to be out there. Oh,
Waymak looks at him. You're a Romero zombie. Ah.
And it's your turn, Waymak, with Hugh on deck.
Right. Waymak, realizing the dire straits that now there are 3 of them, reaches the Kopesh into the sky. Ubasti, bless my blade! And burns a second level spell slot to power up a Upcast Divine Smite. Is burning the crystal to have advantage on the first attack with the Kopesh. For a 19, and that is 15 radiant. That includes the extra die 8 against undead plus 4 slashing. Following up with a second attack with the Kopesh. The 10 will probably miss.
Misses, I'm afraid, yep.
Yeah.
And the Nurembiki offhand with a 22, but it's only 1 point because I don't get the strength bonus on the offhand. So we've got 15 radiant, 4 slashing, a miss, and 1 slashing. And that is my turn.
Okay, so 18 radiant and 3 slashing. Right.
Because the resistance.
Sounds good to me.
Resisted, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, putting the mummy on its last legs.
Dun dun dun.
Another Thundercats roar.
Oh!
All right.
Right, I hold it back. Poor cats come out of the walls. An annoying little creature knowing that.
Snarf,
Snarf. Yeah. Waymak, snarf. Like, not again.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.
That was one of my first anime crushes.
Shitara.
Okay, but
Shut
fair.
up, man. You don't know me.
Hey,
You don't know me.
We've all been there, brother.
We all nod sagely, being like, "Yep, fair, legit,
and Lady,
legit,
and
legit."
Lady J from G.I. Joe.
I
Fair.
didn't watch it.
No, fair,
But,
fair.
okay.
I thumbs
Hugh.
up for taste.
Oh, snuff. No, not snuff.
All right.
Chuck, not snuff.
Um,
Hugh, finish him.
Echo's gonna take a swing. So first swing, a 13 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, beautiful. And 11 slashing. So I think that should do it.
Tell me what happens.
So, as Hugh and Waymak are kind of like, using their blades to hold back these other 2 zombies that have crawled out of these crypts, and they're cracking their necks and adjusting themselves. The Echo, the scene kind of narrows to the back of the crypt, and the Echo just kind of takes this ghostly pale sword and shoves it underneath the rib cage of this mummy, and just takes it out, and it just it starts to turn to dust.
Yes, yeah, it just starts crumbling around the blade, falling off it into dust, and so do the zombies.
I knew it!
The king.
Yep.
Yeah. And we have one final family member who can rest in peace.
Finally.
We got one of them.
Okay.
We saved
Like-
one.
Again, it's like Ember's like sticks their head over, sees the thing and then starts to walk back to the front door.
Like,
Just like, yep, cool,
okay.
didn't need a...
We got it.
Job's a good one.
Yep. Going back to
Hugh
take my
just unfurls the banner. It's
century.
like, we got him. Mission accomplished.
It's like, we got... Oh lordy.
Hugh, I think more so like out of frustration.
Is everything
like whenever
alright?
when you try to tell help a little kid, but they're like dead set on doing it themselves, Hugh just kind of like puts a hand out the open door and it's just like, no, we got it.
As you're like, no, we got it, and like Waku's like dreading, and then like Waymack is like glistening in like weird shafts of light that suddenly have appeared in the cracks in the ceiling. Like Ember's like, okay, and just starts to walk back to check if there's anyone coming.
Now, as you do that, I think Waymack, do you take a knee and put them to final rest?
Oh gosh, yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Waymack will drop down, pull out his holy symbol of Ubasti, and say a prayer, the liturgy of rest, and do the proper ceremonies over them, putting them to rest.
Yes.
And commending their spirit to whatever god that I think they belong to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because we have freed them from the curse of undeath, so I actually did do a good thing, so
Yes.
I don't feel too guilty.
Yeah, absolutely. There is that very decorative and clearly important stuff.
Oh yeah, there's that too. I mean, that clearly belongs in a museum. So
Let me take a look at it really quick. I know a little something about staff.
Waymack's holding it up like holding it. He'll take a look at it and hold it so Waku can examine it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll use his other second level spell slot and cast detect magic upon it. Or no, that's not a spell slot. That's his ability. We'll do the detect magic on it, and then also use his last channel divinity, because it was a spell slot, not a channel divinity for the first divine smite, and use identify Diomer. As an action, you can use channel divinity to identify all the enchantments. Oh, it's a creature. Okay, just detect magic. Just detect magic. Never
Okay.
mind.
It is magical. Yes.
What does it fluoresce as? What school?
Oh, my favorite question.
Purple,
If
blue,
it's what I
red,
think
green,
it
black,
is-
white, silver.
I think it might be
A
transmutation.
nice
No.
mango color.
Oh, what if it's yellow?
Yellow would be
Abjuration?
abjuration.
That's what I've always
maybe?
pictured
Yeah.
it.
I've always pictured abjuration as silvery white.
Really?
Yeah.
There
I
is
see, I see force damage as silvery white.
Force damage is red.
transmutation.
Transmutate. Uh-oh.
All right.
So,
I'm seeing if there's
This
anything
belongs
else
in a
as well.
museum, but would you like to play with this, Waku?
yes,
See
I'd
if
like
you can
to
figure out what it is.
take a look at it.
Alright, I'll hand it over to Waku.
Looks like they're all
Grabby
transmutation.
hands.
Okay, yeah, Waku, what do you do?
All
Take it.
transmutation.
And
Right, we don't look with our hands.
I mean, I do.
Alright, while Waku's got it, then Waymack will devote himself to
There is.
reading any sort of hieroglyphics or anything, and
Nothing,
before going
nothing more than the inscription that was there.
alright. Any
What's
grave
the
goods
stuff?
in the tunnels where the zombies crawled out of?
No.
What does
Scroll time.
I was about to say, what does the staff actually look like? Is it just a hook? Is it decorative?
It is engraved with markings of wind, water, plants, and earth on an outer cylindrical portion, which can rotate around the main quarterstaff.
Oh, I have feelings. I don't know what it is, but I have feelings. Nietzsche!
So, Waku, are you doing something with the stuff?
Bro, I'm just gonna play with it a bit, try to use it as a vessel to cast Eldritch Blast onto a wall or something.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
I believe I am. Let me just double check that.
And is anyone else while we're at it?
No.
I am not.
I am proficient in Arcana. That's right.
Waymack, yourself?
In Arcana? Negative Ghost Rider. But I
Okay.
am really smart
For the moment. For now.
for the moment.
Waku, give me an Arcana check, please. DC 12.
22.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
You are not familiar with Umbala, but you have seen or heard about staffs like this. And this is known as a rain stick.
Knew it.
It is a +1 quarterstaff. And if the outer marking is rotated to where there is a marking on the main staff, you can use it to cast spells connected to the markings. So the marking that represents wind would allow the bearer to cast Gust. The water is Shape Water, plants is Druidcraft, and earth is Mold Earth.
Shape water. That's sick.
And it seems, and ones that you've heard of before, they, after casting one of these spells, they are locked until the following day. And it also has the ability to change the weather within 10 miles.
I've had something like that before.
You have.
It took a lot longer to get in that campaign. Much bigger of a deal.
It would, if you cast it, it will. It's a very specific. You can't. It's not as versatile as that one was in Frostmaiden. It makes it tropical and rainy, so it changes the temperature to 90 degrees, 32, and it rains for 8 hours.
Good if we come across any fires, I guess.
If it thinks about the mines.
And for collecting water.
Yeah.
True.
When you are out. And it was, from what you were reading on the inscription, the way Mac read on the inscription and things there, you think, they were trying to use it to help the agriculture and help, survive as imbalance here. So it feels kind of strange, they had this magical ability to, create perfect weather for growing food, but they still died out. And there is a chance each day that the charge will return. It's not guaranteed.
I relay this information to the group.
Has there been
Choosing
any
not to
sign?
do my normal
mines?
Verbatim.
Thank you. So, Waymack, would you like to take the time to investigate those records properly?
Oh God, yeah. God, yeah. yeah. I mean, Ubastia. Yeah. Absolutely.
We gotta figure out what happened to these guys.
Yeah. Waymack's gonna go to the end of. I suddenly thinking of Chippendale. What were you doing in the last can? I wasn't, old boy. I was in the first can. You simply started at the wrong end. Going to go to one end of one of the shelves and try and see if I can find the latest entry. The drums, they're coming.
Not the
Look
cursed
for that
word,
entry.
Australis, no.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you take the time there. Everyone may take a short rest if they wish. Whilst this is happening, because it
my
does take
spells.
some time.
I will say that not Brackle. Gosh darn it. Ember will pop in.
Stop hurting yourself.
Every little bit to double check on everyone, as they've kind of just been on casual sentry. Sees the staff.
Ember,
Yes.
I will say, because you're taking the time here, and you've said that you're staying on sentry and keeping an eye out the whole
Yep.
time, and especially probably keeping an eye on those shapes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
From what they can see from within, yeah.
Yeah, you notice, they don't stay out there the whole time. From time to time, they do circle back around as if they're going to roost somewhere. and
Okay.
you would ascertain from the movements after watching them for a long time
Yeah.
that their nest is somewhere on the south side of the mesa of Mbala.
Okay. Which I believe was the side that I wanted to go to go.
It's the side
see
you
if I can
climbed up,
find
so
this
it must be away from where the. It must be away. No, you want to go over to the north.
We want to go to the north,
right? Because if you remember the map,
yeah.
You've seen everywhere else. You saw.
I couldn't remember if the map was flipped upside down or not.
No.
Okay.
I hate those. The map of Umbala was rotated 90 degrees, and I fixed it. Sorry, Dan. We love you, but don't rotate your maps off normal.
So.
Hates it. So yeah, you saw everything. Okay. You saw everything to the south, southeast, and east of where you were. So
is there sort of a timing to their their for lack of a better word, their scouting?
Nah, they just go out until they catch something or they're tired.
Okay.
You would assume.
I would relay that information as I come back in, towards probably the end of the rest, and explain, roughly where the nests are, or where I believe the nests are, and as well as sea staff. Do I recognize anything related to Quaddle activity? No. Shrug. Cool. Good. It goes back to looking at watch. Scarlet's really excited, but Ember is like, "Yep, that is a stick." I think that, honestly, during the watch, Ember may, be, doing stuff with their arms, and it takes, a hot second for people to realize they're practicing handshakes again. Figuring out if they can do it to themselves.
You can, but it's definitely not as cool.
It would generate warmth, no?
I suppose, but that would change the whole purpose of the action. Handshake. And now we're talking about holding hands.
Why do people hold hands?
Oh, well, sometimes it's for security. Sometimes it's for, if you're in a crowd and you don't want to get lost, you hold someone's hand. Sometimes, you might hold hands with somebody that you like.
What if they don't have hands?
Then I suppose
You hold tentacles if they have tentacles.
you just hold them. You can put an arm around someone.
My people will sometimes intertwine their tails.
Oh,
that sounds cool.
Waku.
Checks the tiny stub of a tail they have, being a terrafolk. Alright.
Yes.
Waku thinks back fondly to an octopus they befriended as they were coming across from the snout of Omgar.
He was a cool dude, I fell off the boat and I thought he was gonna drown me, but he wasn't drowning me. He was just being a cool dude,
Ember nods along to this, and I think that they stick out a hand to you, Hugh, and then they shake it, and they nod sagely and go, "I like you," and then they turn around and go back to staring out.
This is.
They would go to the other ones, but you all look very busy with your toys and your things, and they I think they stick out awkwardly with a hand, and then they just walk back.
Noted. Okay, so
What does Waymack learn from his intensive study
After
of
this-
the scrolls and
Hmm.
writing notes in his Indiana Jones journal?
Da-da-da.
You realize that Umbala was once the seat of a small kingdom. So this was the king's ruling spot that extended out beyond the Mesa, but just up here was the main
Gotcha.
control. Probably
The
probably
royal
throughout
enclave.
the basin. Hmm.
Yeah,
Indeed.
the administrative center. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
And let's have a look here. The kingdom existed for centuries, and it seems that there was a number of mines dug into the rock of this pillar, so there might be entrances to those still. It's unsure, but you see that the mining ended about 200 years ago, when there were uprisings of slaves in other nearby kingdoms. And you see that the locals then, once they were unable to use the mines anymore, collapsed them on purpose, so that they would not be taken over by monsters that like that kind of thing, as a perfect place to take up refuge.
Thinks of dragons. Yep.
The kingdom here of Umbala had a great many dealings with this lost city known as Ormu and the queens that ruled there. Trade delegations would travel with minerals and metals and herbs from the plateau here in exchange for food, military aid, and the slaves that they would use in the mines.
Herbs.
It seems that there are some naturally growing useful herbs up here.
Nature.
All right.
And
Any indication? Waymack will look through the records, reading that, to see if there's any indication of like how long the caravans were gone, to get an idea of distance to Olmu.
it doesn't, I'm afraid. No, doesn't say. It's just a record of what was transported and traded. The military aid, it seems, was mostly partly to fend off hostile tribes in the surrounding jungles. There's mention made of goblins, which exist in the jungles here in quite large numbers. But also, it talks of terrafolk. You kind of glance at Embra, and the dangers of terrafolk here, because this is such an ideal place for them to roost.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look here. You find references to the kind of herbs that were traded along the ledges and slopes of Umbala. There is one called Eyebright, which is good for eye-related conditions. There is Citronella, which is used to keep the bugs at bay.
Yeah.
And something known as Kaif, which is coffee.
Ooh.
I'm trying to picture what
that's a
Ember
good
would
herb.
even be like on coffee.
All right, and then does it indicate what kind of mineral wealth came out of the mines? Are we talking about ores or gems?
Ores.
Ores, all right.
And gems, actually, a mix, I'd say. Yeah, there's a mix. And there's mention of trading with these queens of Olmu, and another city, which is something you've heard rumors of and are excited about, called Mesero.
Mesero.
Yes. Although both kingdoms fell before Umbala did, and that's what caused Umbala's problems. The loss of trade meant that they had to provide their own food, and they were not well suited for that. There is talk. Yeah, it says once the trade ended, Umbala was unable to quickly adapt. The terrafolk became more and more of a problem as the military aid disappeared, and the kingdom was forced to consolidate from the outskirts into the interior here, which exacerbated the food problems. And they had to take in refugees, like nobles. Nobles fleeing from the uprisings in Omu also entered into the kingdom. There is talk. There's talk of a healer who helped a great deal with their transition. But as you keep reading, you started early and went going through later, right? Yeah. As you continue reading, there's talk about this blessed healer and this fortuitous arrival, and then again you kind of look at Embra, as later there are drawings in the scrolls as well, and the healer revealed themselves to be a Coatl, and they think, and you recognize it as a Coatl from the drawings, but the Embalams clearly thought it was an evil jungle spirit, and they were cursed and terrified of it, and they drove it out.
Even though it came as a healer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once it revealed who it was, they drove it away.
Wow.
And then they fell.
Thinks Imbrackle starts to empathize and weep greatly.
Yeah, Waymack takes notes of all this and replaces all of them.
Now,
Yeah,
Waymack,
please.
with your religious knowledge,
Yes.
celestial knowledge, I think you would know that Coatls are rumored. You've never met one, but they are rumored to live forever. So, if nothing had happened to that Coatl, they would still be alive.
They might still be around. Yeah, if nothing happened to them. All right. Yeah, Waymack will impart all of this, but to everyone else while we're resting. But in a way that's like, here's this interesting story. Oh yeah, and this, and like it sounds like it was like maybe a Coatl. Meaningful look at Embra, looking at Waku, looking at Hugh. And from what I know is they're supposed to live forever. Meaningful look at Embra, look at Waku, look at Hugh, look back at Embra. Sidelong
Embra,
look. Might still be around. Looks at Embra, looks at Waku.
Embra.
Looks at Hugh. Oh.
Embra raises like a small talon, and after like practicing to shake everyone's hand, looks over and says, "Do they say which way they drove them out?"
Does it say?
No.
Yeah. It
just
does
says they drove them from the kingdom.
It is interesting to note, however, that soon after that this benefactor was driven out, the records cease and Bala fell. Telling.
If it was Saha,
Excuse
they
me.
must have hurt.
Indeed. We should continue our investigations as long as we are here. Don't you agree, Hugh? And Waku, we may be able to find some of that shiny treasure that you like so much that does not have religious or historical significance.
When it touches my hands, it gains historical significance, as I am great and powerful, and we'll go down in the history books as Waku the Great and Powerful.
Fair.
This staff here has gained some significance. However, I don't really like rain, so like if you want to take it back, that's
No. It was a gift. I don't want to be that way. You keep it. Thinking, I don't want to carry that thing.
Said the person who's just bemoaning not having magical weapons.
Yeah.
I was not bemoaning, I was commenting. All right, he will take it back, and you can always use a stick. So stick it behind his backpack with his stuff, and kind of sigh like, "Oh, all right, I deserve this."
I thought you transport it to a museum for safety.
Yeah.
True. Alright, yeah, should we continue investigating the
ruins?
the ruins then? Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, certainly.
Do we know the origins of the staff? When did the ruler get it? Because if it is connection, okay, out of character, because how much does Ember actually know about quaddles? Like, this is a genuine question.
Mm.
Like, do I know the sort of like elemental significance of them? Because like Scarlet knows that quaddles are highly connected to like weather and future seeing.
You think
But I'm not sure if
there's no mention of the staff being gifted by the Quattle, and you would assume if
Okay.
if it had been seen as this cursed thing, the staff would also have been got rid of.
Okay, cool. Just double checking. Thank you.
But potentially the staff drew the Quattle. And, the opposite way.
Understood.
Right. Thank you, my friends. So
Hmm.
you
We-
emerge blinking into the daylight again.
I want everyone to stick to things that they can get cover in for the sake of like aerial view if the Terrafolk are doing routine
Okay.
checks, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. Okay. So, moving back out into the main area. Where would you like to head? Is someone wanting to get the higher ground on those stairs there?
I am, but I want to try to be as stealthily as
Yes.
possible,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna barrel roll in a dirt patch and become as muddy or like the equivalent of like
Okay.
hidden as possible.
So you're kind of going over to where those stairs are.
Sure.
I wanted
yeah.
the north side, right?
Yeah.
When I was.
Mhm.
Then yes.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way over there, and as you clamber up there, the rest of you stay down low. If you're trying to be hidden, give me a stealth check.
Hey, attempting to be sneaky, dice or.
I won't give you advantage, but I'll give. Well, you have 2 crystals if you want to use burn one.
I do.
Okay.
Because
so yeah,
I made the. I specifically said that I
Okay,
was
the
doing
extra.
the whole thing where I was doing the barrel roll in the thing.
roll, right. Now everyone that is the one from the wheel cannot be replenished, so do not
Mhm.
jump in on that.
Ta-dang.
Waku has rolled a natural 20 for a total of 22.
Nice.
21. Without the guidance that won't untab, no matter what I do.
Awesome.
So ignore
Waymack
those
rolled
zeros.
Waymack also rolled a nat 20 for a
Nice.
total of 22.
And
he's-
2 from
Cheers
you.
at Waku.
Yep. 2
Okay.
for me.
Okay, but yeah, that's a good average.
Mm.
So Hugh kind of, Hugh's armor clanks off the stones as you kind of crouch down next to the stairs as Embra sneaks up. Embra, from your vantage point there,
Mm.
you can see a couple of interesting things. Over here,
Yep.
there appears to be some kind of anvil
Okay.
left amongst the ruins of whatever building that was. You can see this smokestack here, right? This chimney
Yep, that's
collapsed
me.
as well.
Okay.
This is a water cistern, a large water cistern
Mm-hmm.
here. There are plenty more buildings and ruins, as you can see. And you see what appears to be the only kind of intact structure
Mm-hmm.
over here, which we have talked about.
Okay, so good.
The facehugger, which is, it appears to be a hut with animal hides and things drawn over the rib cage of some large beast.
Is there any sign of smoke coming out of it?
Let me check. I'm curious.
Or like, the tinkling or sparkles of like something catching the light without obstruction?
yeah, the only main of the structures that's still intact is a lone hut southwest of the gate, at the edge of the ruins. It's made of thatch and animal hides over the ribcage of an immense reptile. I think, yeah, you do see movement. It looks like there's like charms and wind chimes and totems, like feathers and things. And you can hear a faint rattling in the breeze as they are moved, and smoke drifts from the hut. Yeah.
Okay.
Just wanted
So
to
there is
check.
someone. So there is signs of life, and then from that same vantage point, can I look outwardly north and see if I can see anything of the landscape?
I'm gonna say
Or-
no, not really. You have to be at the edge of the bluff, really.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I will head there next when I can, I guess.
Sure. Okay, so you go back down and tell everyone about that.
Yeah.
Waymack,
Be like, there's people.
Waymack, you get excited by the mention of the anvil, because if that's true, if that's what it, that's what it looked like, and if it's true, that is evidence that Umbala was the only empire, the only kingdom in all of Chult producing metal objects.
Oh,
damn.
So
that would explain their power and their import.
yeah,
To everyone else.
Yeah. Because in the histories that you've experienced and that you've read through, none of the other kingdoms had that ability.
Okay.
So that's
Interesting.
that's big, yeah. And you think that would be worth a look.
All right. Let's go look.
Okay. So you're heading to the forge?
Yes.
Is it possible to take a peek out over the edge first?
Yeah. Take a peek out of the edge.
So you're going to the north
All right.
first? Okay.
I'm north first, and then
Yep, so
work
let's
way down.
say-
Is that all right?
Let's say you clamber over the lower walls and ruins into this horseshoe kind of looking one here.
Mm.
And yeah, look out north.
Same as before. That view. That guess looking for the view, looking for anything that could be a ziggurat. Because I'm facing the Mistcliff Mountains at this point.
I'm dropping that to the map now. Let me remind myself how far you can see.
You gave me a D6 squares last time.
Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted to check. Yeah, so roll me.
Rolling the Phoenix dice, but it's a 4.
A 4. Okay. Now I'm gonna go diagonally from where you are, because the walls and things don't yet you see to the west.
That's fair.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can you imagine coding all of these
Right.
individual hexagons?
I was
That
just
would
thinking
be-
that, yeah, in order to do that, somebody had to like paste each one of these individually.
That would have
I've
been
done weirder stuff as prep.
exhausting.
When I DM, I go through like a day of productivity where I just make everything for the campaign, and then I can't be asked to like do any other prep beyond that.
That's fair.
Like, that's my opinion.
That's
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I understand
So
completely.
I'm really good at like making towns. Like I will have a town where like I understand every inch of that town. I understand everything about that city. But if you leave the city, I can't be asked to do anything about that. Please don't leave the city.
Please don't.
Okay, so there you go. That's what you can see. Just thick jungle, and then it kind of disappears in the haze of distance. But then you see the mountains rising up. You see the back edge of the Mistcliff mountains,
Okay. I like
and you know
stare
the
out
oceans beyond that.
in- like stare out, wondering if like I'm in the right direction and if the jungles look familiar to a vision I saw. But to be fair, many of this place is jungle, so I'm not too sure how much. Right?
Yeah. I don't think the type of jungle varies very much.
All right. Well, I will follow after giving Hugh, I guess, a layout of the land to update the map with. I join the others, and the goal then is to go to the west side.
Yes.
Eventually.
You're not a naughty elephant squirt water person.
Oh, it's in. If I was taught never eat soggy
I'm
wheat bix.
Sorry, what?
Naughty elephant squirt water, northeast southwest. Or never eat shredded wheat is the other one. It's
See,
the crappy,
I
crappy
got
we've
cereal.
got-
wheat or soggy waffles.
Soggy
We got-
waffles is the one I got.
we got soggy Wheat Bix.
I don't know where the
Wheat Bix is basically shredded wheat, so that's probably why we have it that way.
Okay.
yeah, but like
Ah.
I don't know you could just say never eat soggy wheat. I don't know why you gotta have the Bix in there.
Wheat Bix
Because
is a
it's
type
a
of cereal in
cereal.
Australia.
It's a brand.
It's like a Australian shredded wheat
It's
Bix.
Australia.
It's a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like,
Wheat-
Weetabix
can
are
you
beloved
how
in
many?
England. Shredded wheat is awful.
Yeah.
Mm,
But
True.
like, so Wheat Bix, like there was like campaigns when we were growing up. It's like, how many can you do a day? Or, like, how many do you need to start your day? Because it was like they're like bricks, and it was like like my partner does like 6 of them every morning for breakfast, and I'm like, how they taste like cardboard.
Okay, so, are you going to go to the anvil or are you going to go to the cistern on the way because it's now between you?
Just turn on the way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm worried about crossing that open area, but that's fine. We're staying sneaky.
Fair. Okay. Waymark,
John,
can you roll me a d10?
I can.
Cheers.
I rolled a 7.
Did you know?
I did.
Good news!
Purple worm!
On the no, I've had my fill of purple ones in Out of the Abyss. You're okay. For a while.
For now.
For now, yeah. For a
There we
while. There's a cooldown period. You, as you were clambering out on the northern side there to get your view of the jungle, discovered some of said flora and fauna that has been mentioned.
Oh dear.
But no, flora to be specific.
Cool. Okay.
So, roll me a d4, please.
Velociraptor. 2.
A 2. Okay, and one more, just for good measure.
Just in case. A 3.
Okay, excellent. You discover 3 eyebright plants, and Hugh, with your knowledge of the jungle and all the good things that lurk within, you know, Hugh, that this can be used to cure the effects of blindness.
Ooh.
Hey, we like that.
And you have 3.
Hand it over to Hugh.
Hey, this is good stuff.
It smells nice.
Stash
It
it.
smells nice too. Like a
Not-
lemony peppermint.
I could see how Waymack discovers that too, like walking around surreptitiously to all the bushes, like pulling a leaf, smelling it. No. Pulling it. No. Pulling it. No. What are you looking for? Nothing. Nothing.
You accidentally
Think
find
in the net.
accidentally find a
Looking for
corpse
catnip.
flower. Like, ugh.
Exactly. I'm fine. No.
Okay, so there you go. Nice.
All right.
nice.
Beautiful. Nice. I'll
Um,
write that down.
Okay, where is this cistern? Cistern. Sorry, please hold.
Your adventure is important to us. Please hold while we.
So, you- I can actually say, as you get near the cistern, there is a certain amount of kind of a scuttle of movement and a little flurry of wings. You actually see, Waku, you kind of think back fondly of your brief relationship in the Port and Zaru. You see a few, let's see how many, three winged monkeys
Ooh.
scamper away and flap their wings as they head off to different parts of the ruins.
Waymack fills a bucket of water.
I think it's pretty
Is it
tall.
safe?
Are those things around the outer edge not stairs? Or are they like feet, kind of, you know?
Is there like a
And
tube?
that's- yeah, I think that would be fair. Yeah, they're kind of like little stairways up to the top. That's a good
Okay.
a good call from the looks of them. But it is quite. It's like it's raised up high, and it's clearly dug into the rock below as well. So it seems you think it would be pretty deep, from the look of it. And the water in there is very murky. So you might not. You have nice clean rainwater. So let's have a look here. Yeah. Yeah, you think you wouldn't be able to. You can't really see anything inside because it's just so murky there. Okay.
Well,
Although I will say, those winged monkeys were shaking water off themselves as they flew away, so they were clearly in the
They were
water.
bathing, yeah.
Living their best life.
It's like
You're like a
onsen
guy's
monkeys.
rooftop. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say, guys, you disrupted the onsen monkeys of the upper plains, like the spot. Like this is like technically you can be sued by the government for this natural habitat. Like, come on, man.
Does the water smell bad?
Not terrible, but it's not. Yeah, just not a bit brackish.
You know, like
We probably-
stagnant water has that smell.
We probably will need to, regardless of the situation, we'll need to boil it.
Well, we can just make some rainwater, so...
It's
looking
true,
around,
we have
Waymac will... Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just saying
Oh,
it's true.
Waymac will look for a large stone, like a paver or brick-sized.
Sure, easy.
And unroll his 50 feet of hempen rope and use like a foot of
Clever.
it. So he has 49 feet of hempen rope and
Nice.
tie it off and slowly lower it out in 1 foot sections until he feels the
There we
rope
go.
slack. As he
Nicely
moves.
done. Nicely done. You are left with 9 feet once it hits the bottom.
Jeez.
So it's
40 feet deep.
40 feet deep. Yes.
40 feet deep.
Yeah. You're huge. Dive down.
I am quite large, especially now.
Lord TM.
But I don't know if I trust my swimming ability enough.
Don't look at me. I'm a cat.
You know what?
Maybe you
It's,
should take the globe with you if it's the water is that dark.
Yeah. You know what? I'm feeling a little sweaty. Yeah, sure. I'll jump in.
Okay.
And
I'll
I think Hugh is going to
take the globe.
yeah, he's gonna take the globe. And
Just a little. Boop. We're just gonna give you resistance, just in case.
Yep. Fair.
Yeah.
Legit though.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
Bopes will get you with
and
guidance.
Great and powerful energy overwhelms you with strength.
I'm
I'm
just gonna boop you with one bit of guidance.
Okay.
And I am gonna remove my chainmail, so
Fair.
I
Good
don't
idea.
want it to sink too fast.
40 feet down.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
I'm gone. Okay.
Bye forever.
Okay, I'm afraid the drift globe does not help you at all because it's not dark. The water's
It's
murky.
just murky?
Yeah, the water's
Yeah.
just coloured, so you can't see at all. I need you to make a dexterity check, please.
Ooh,
It's so
that
murky
is
you didn't see the
not gonna
5
be
swarms
great.
of quippers at the bottom.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's not going to be good for me. Can I use a crystal, actually?
Too late. You don't have one. And it's
Oh,
too
I
late.
don't have one anyway. So, yeah.
have
That's
guidance.
a 4. Oh, I do have guidance. That's a D4, right?
Hang on. I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a D4.
That is going to double me to 8, John.
That's better than 4.
Yep.
Very true.
But not enough to get anything done.
Yeah.
So you kind of blindly just like feel around inside. It's clearly brick lined all the way down.
Okay.
But you do not find anything.
Hmm.
And nothing finds you. Hooray.
Yay!
like that.
And there was much revelry and cheering.
I will give you this actually.
Okay.
Do you go all the way to the bottom?
I think he would try.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's fine, especially with your size.
He's
and
10 feet
athletics,
tall.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's clearly brick lined all the way down,
Mhm.
and then at the bottom, on one side, like up against the wall, there is a heap of bricks,
Oh,
like loose.
right.
bricks.
Okay. So I think he'll surface and take a nice deep breath and tell everyone, yeah, it's pretty solid all the way down, but there is some loose brick at the bottom. Can I try again?
How are you going to use this knowledge about the bricks?
I'm gonna try to move them,
Okay, so you swim down.
or move them and maybe bring one of them up.
Sure.
As you like jump up another bop.
Thank you.
You dive down and you move the bricks, and like the holding your breath rules in D&D are very generous. So you're
Right.
okay. So you move the bricks, and there's nothing behind them but more bricks.
Okay.
So they must have fallen from higher up. Or-
Okay.
Right? It makes because they've all they weren't stacked down here. They've
Right, yeah.
just piled up kind of haphazardly.
Mhm.
You bring one up into the light so you can see it properly. It is the same as the others around the edge.
Okay.
Everyone's like, "You found a brick."
Cool.
He's victoriously surfaces with a brick. in his hand.
Yay!
That's all I
Yeah,
want.
this is all I got. I was hoping maybe whatever they were, maybe somebody tossed them down there, wrote something on them. I don't know. but-
Waymack brings the paver up, and he says, "You take this to the bottom and put it on the bricks. I will move to where it is straight, then follow the rope up, running your hand along the well side. I bet there will be a place where the bricks have come out of the paving along the wall." Make sense?
Hey, that
Um,
makes sense.
As you do,
His forehead's still
you're not-
throbbing with the.
you're not getting guidance, but like Ember reaches out and pokes the rock at the end of it to cast light.
Again, too
Oh.
murky. Wouldn't show.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Good try though.
but yeah, good idea.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that happens. You take it down and put it exactly on. You wait until you feel the rope move so that Waymack has aligned it and stops
Yep.
moving, and then you slowly pull up the rope with your other hand, following the wall. And well done, Charlie. You find a hole in the side of the cistern, and there is a opening behind it. It goes into the rock.
Yay.
Can I like push
It's wide.
my arm?
It's wide. You could go into it physically. It's wide enough.
Oh,
John,
okay.
What's the name of that staff again? I'm sorry.
The Rain Stick of Umbala.
So it's large enough that I could go in it.
It's not
I
an official
am-
item. Okay.
I'm concerned about my breath.
It's a frictionless Dan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
So I
send the
think
details later.
Thank you.
Hugh will surface. He'll follow the rope all the way up, and count how many seconds it takes to get from the hole to the top of the water.
You can
he'll
hold your
say,
breath.
"Hey."
You can hold your breath for minutes. You're okay.
Cool. So he'll just let everybody know, like, "Hey, found a hole. See you in a minute."
I was asking John because I wanted to remember if any of those spells could be potentially useful for.
True. Shape water
Yep.
potentially. But I think. I mean, it's just because there's so much water around it would just flood in again if you did anything.
Right.
Not shape water.
Something
Was
to
it shape water?
remove. Shape
say?
water was,
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
what
you've
you
got
said,
shape water.
But anyway, yes, Hugh. So you go back down and go into the opening, and it goes for about 10 feet before
Okay.
widening out into a cramped and fully flooded chamber. and just kind of feeling around, you feel a sack.
I will grab it.
Okay.
And turn back around.
Yep. Okay. So yes, you emerge, and everyone. This time, Hugh is carrying a tied sack. And it's just tied off at the top, and it seems to be made of some kind of hide. Does anyone give me? Want to give me a nature check?
I would. Oh, actually, I'm not proficient in nature. I just realized.
What kind of druid
I
are
don't think it.
I'm a celestial one.
Hugh rolled a 2, so he just kind of smells the bag.
Okay.
You huff the bag. The bag smells. Waymack, however,
11.
apparently is on fire.
Okay. So, it is leather, but it's not any kind of leather you've seen.
Oh.
Oh, maybe I know.
Please work.
Maybe
Nature.
Waku knows. Yeah.
Wait, nature or arcana?
Ooh.
That'd be Arcana, for sure.
Bag of holding.
Damn.
Bag of holding.
As Waku, you are uniquely in a position to recognize what it is. It is a bag of human skin.
Hey, there it is.
That's why I thought I knew what it was. I had
Oh
a
wait,
sweet
I'm a
suspicion.
Bistetti. Interesting.
That's a bag of human skin right there. I'm quite uniquely disposed to understanding that particular variety of leather.
Hugh changes from like a full grip to like 2 fingers, like, and he holds it a little bit farther away from himself.
Fair.
So he'll hand
It's
it to
pretty
Waku.
heavy, Hugh. Pretty heavy.
Oh, well then maybe he won't hand it to Waku. He'll put it on the side of the cistern and climb out. Put his chainmail back on, and wring out some of his cloth, underclothes, and should I? Do you want to, Waku?
Yes, mage hand.
They made efforts to hide it.
It is. Okay, Waku, with your mage hand, you open up the sack. Nothing happens. It is on the ground
Cool.
with the neck open.
Look inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see the gleam of some gemstones. There is a scroll, unaffected by the watery conditions, and some ingots.
There, your treasure.
Colby.
Waku Waku.
It's treasure.
Okay.
What's in the scroll?
Now hold on. Hold on, Waku. Let's lay out the findings. So we'll
Can we do it underneath shelter?
far away from the water. How wide of a dome is the cistern? Like, could we
Like it's dug into the rocks. So there's you can't go
Okay,
underneath
so
it,
there's
kind of thing.
no overhang. Okay.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go? Ping, where would you like to be?
Wherever there is a hideable, like where we can kind of hide beneath.
Could we go into like the
Nothing
shadow
has
of
any
this?
roofs.
Maybe the shadow of this like alcove right here.
Waymack's like, but there's a
That's
place, the people,
The one
the
place
people,
with
the
the
people.
roof. Yeah. I mean, the most out of view would probably in here. I would say.
Anything that would, anything with shadow, like with a lot of shadow that could hide any sort of glinting.
Yeah.
Could we go? This right here looks like a fallen pillar. Could we like go underneath that?
That is the fallen
chimney's-
chimney that Ember saw.
Yep. Yep, and
Okay.
there's the anvil.
Yeah, I mean, you could go into the lee of the forge there if you want.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. And then you get to find out the history stuff.
Two
Yeah.
birds. 2 quartles with 1 stone.
Why would you do this? You've already taken out one, baby.
So, You quickly dash across the open space, keeping an eye on the hut and its smoke. Nothing seems to appear. And you dash into the remains of the forge. And Wayback, it is very clearly that. And there is... you notice something. There are some stones around the anvil, which is still there. Weathered. It's not magical anvil or anything. But it is very clearly still what it's supposed to be. And there are some stones around it with holes chiseled in them, which you think will be used as spear racks. From the way they are designed. And the rest of you kind of looking at your ill-gotten gains here. You find 6 onyx gemstones.
Onyx?
Yes.
Ooh.
The spell scroll is of comprehend languages.
Oh, that's very useful.
Mm.
And the way I do it is, anyone can use a scroll.
Right.
And there are 10 adamantine ingots with runes stamped into them, which you all recognize because you all have some as well. They are the dwarven rune of Hrakhamar.
Okay.
So now we have 30 adamantine ingots.
Yep.
Nice. And just make a note they're from Umbala so I can grab the value of them later if you need to.
Okay.
Got it.
Charlie?
Okay.
You look quizzical.
Knowing history,
Yes.
Hakramar is antecedent, comes after Mbala, right?
You're not sure. I mean, dwarven places like that have existed for centuries, so they potentially would have been around at the same time.
Okay, so they may have been contemporaries.
Yeah.
So maybe this... Anything inside what's in there, because I know species coin and a scroll, not a lot of information to go on. Anything that can give us any kind of indication of how long that was in there? Like, was it...
Sorry.
Yeah, nothing that says this was in
being
situ or
underwater for all that time. Yeah.
placed afterwards. Yeah. Okay.
But now that we are in the ruins of the forge.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's interesting though. If Mbala's position of power was because they had metal technology and the other civilizations didn't, and here they have dwarven ingots. So did they have some sort of special trade relationship with the dwarves because the dwarves were working in metal? Interesting. Interesting.
Yep.
All this is going on inside Waymac's head is
Absolutely.
the algorithms and triangles and stuff are going around. And
Yep.
he enjoys that 20 intelligence.
So you you find yourself in this ring of large rocks around this rusted metal anvil. The remains of tools and scraps of metal lie in the dust.
All right.
You're gonna have a little investigation there, Wayman?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you for prompting me. I completely forgot. How about a 22?
Nice.
Yeah.
You start looking through the rubble and you find several discarded rusted pieces of metal armor and some simple weapons which are beyond repair. There is a piece of splint armor in the Umbalan style, which would be interesting at to your colleagues back in the city.
Definitely gonna pack that along then.
Also, you think if someone used magic or other means, it could be made functional as well.
Yeah, taking that.
And
Looks at the direction of the chimney.
that's what you get if you search. If you search successfully, you also find something which is in perfect working condition: a silvered short sword.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Thundercats!
There you go. There's the weapon, or a weapon.
I will pick it up and say, this needs much more investigation. I will keep it safe and put it in my belt.
I think that's your share.
Hugh will put an exceptionally large hand on Waymac's shoulder and say, "Yeah, I saw with the mummy. Yeah, you can have
I
that.
saw it. I saw it first.
You can have that.
Renner werewolves.
Almost embarrassed for Waymack not being able to hit as truly.
A silvered weapon would not have helped.
In that case, no.
Yeah, only.
Oh, I guess against
silver is not magical.
You're right.
But
yes.
silver can be used for certain creatures,
Yes.
such as werewolves.
Right.
Not that
And,
there's
I
any
mean-
here.
Plus, it's
Lee.
free.
Lee, I'm gonna
Very
say you're half right. Not many wolves around here.
Yep.
Oh, for the love of God.
So, where flying monkeys?
Oh no, I was gonna go airwolves.
No, it's still
Not
wolves.
again!
Still wolves. Where dinos? Oh, good. Thank you,
Where
Lee. All these
dinos,
ideas.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
Now, where cats, where bears, where dinos?
Where are they?
The loss of
Where
wolves.
for art
We
them?
never ask how wolves.
Werewolves. Okay. I'd like to finish today on one nice little piece of information for you. Amongst the ruins here, as we go further in towards the kind of main area here, and you think, like, looking at the buildings, there's more of a kind of communal kind of feel to this area, and like where the statue was like a more kind of richer looking area, more like the size of the buildings and the frequency of the buildings there.
We're in the
Especially
poor
with
neighborhood.
with the statue right there. I mean, this was like the seat of power, so there was no poor neighborhood. But there's the blacksmith is here, and which would have been a prized thing if they were the only people that could do that. But definitely more kind of living quarter kind of feel here, and there are a great deal of bones of all varieties.
Yeah.
Is that you casting the spell?
Yeah.
I do the thing.
Okay, so, difference as we finish today. Waku strides forth and unleashes his great and powerful necromantic energies, and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hmm.
It is not only reincarnations that are affected by the death curse, and Quaalu was created before it started.
Oh no.
You broke Josh.
A whole feat for this. It's a whole thing I have.
I know. Even more reason for you to battle your boss.
You can't be a great and powerful necromancer without, like, underlings. That's half the point.
So,
We're gonna fix this.
we will finish there. A massive thank you to these lovely people and all of you lovely folks over there in chat. Thanks for the support, those gifted subs, and the dream pies being spent on those lovely crystals. Thank you all for joining us today. We are going to say goodbye to these wonderful folks, and then we will be drawing the winner of our giveaway. So, if you would like to have the chance to win the awesome Cloud Caves from CZRPG, please do !enter in chat like Lee did there before to have that chance, and we will draw the winner in just a moment. Go back. There we go. Sorry, my computer's like, ugh, too much work. Okay, so good luck Astralis, good luck Daisy. Okay, so let us jump over to that far corner there. Embra, who are you when you are not skipping around in the form of scary terrafolk?
I'm not scary. I'm just unknowing and unknowable. Hi everyone, I'm Scarlet Song, she, her, you're not a Lycan librarian. When I'm not Embra, I'm usually on my channel or the College of Inspiration channel, and occasionally Patch's channel over on QuestJunkiesUK. And more importantly, you can see
newly
me over at
engaged
the
chat.
Newly
Yes.
Yes, newly engaged Patch. I was I had foreknowledge of this, and I was like, wait.
Likewise.
It was so good. It's just like, you can't keep your secret with shiz, man. But at the same time, you can. I'm very proud of you. Anyway, when I'm not on any of these particular endeavors, I'm on my channel over at ScarletSong_, or I'm at the Ko-fi Caffeine Club, where we have releases every month for new areas, encounter bundles, characters. This month's release was 5H1N3Y, also known as Shiny, the constructive bot cleaning up messes and demonic cultist activity in the astral seas. So if you'd like to check that out, please consider it. Thank you.
Yep, all the links are over there in the chat. Okay, and Waku, the great and powerful.
I still use
Warlock.
necromantic energy though. So.
Yes.
Still technically works.
Anyway, hi, I'm Josh. I sometimes GM. However, as I have said many times, I'm a simulacrum created for the pure pleasure of entertaining you, and apparently getting hit in the head. That's why I was wearing a mask today. My lip is quite swollen. Anyway, this is what happens when I get let out of the D&D closet, and I'm allowed to.
Real world's a scary place. You should stay there forever.
Yeah, so
Waku. Stay there.
I'm not gonna do that again. I really appreciate that I was allowed out of the D&D closet temporarily, but I think it's best for me to just fulfill my purpose and have a cruel simulation of life, playing just D&D for the rest of my existence. Anyway, that's me. Thank you. Let's move on.
Thank you, Annie. Hugh.
Hello, everybody. My name is Colby. I have been Hugh, the Echo Knight Fighter. In the material plane, I am one half of Vexed Vending, creative vending machine group out here in Central Florida. We work to help small creators, makers, artists, etc., to get some kind of disembodied exposure to the large swaths of tourists that frequent our area. And I may or may not be here next week, as Stephanie, my wife, is due to have our first baby here in 3 days. So if I'm here next week, note that she will be very upset. Because she will still be pregnant.
Yes, not our first Wackyverse baby, but our first Wackyverse
Yes.
mama. So that's all good. Thank you,
So
kindly.
thank you, John.
kindly. Okay, and last but not least, Waymark.
Hey everybody, I am DM Charlie. I would first like to say, Colby, to you and Stephanie, I wish you nothing but positive thoughts, prayers, and everything. Everything goes really
Thank you.
well and whatnot. Following that news, pro DM, part-time streamer, part-time creator, full-time government accountant. Hey, big news. Doing a stream with Frictionless Dan. We're doing Wild Beyond the Witchlight starting this September.
Yay.
Cast has been
Ooh.
found. Really great people with really good energy. Really excited. We're
Sick.
gonna put our kind of goofy spin on it. Should be a lot of fun. DM Charlie Gaming. Discover your legend. Love your game. Thank you, John.
Yes, jump into Charlie's Discord there for all of that good stuff. Okay, thank you so much. And we are Phoenix and Wacky. We play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs, and we'll be back next with Out of the Abyss and Barovia and Beyond, the penultimate session of Barovia and Beyond. And then with Candlekeep Mysteries over the weekend. I look forward to seeing you all there. I hope you can join us for that. A massive thank you to all of those wonderful folks that support us. Wonderful encounters and supplements and adventures and one-shots from CCRPG. All of that wonderful stuff that Charlie just said about his awesome group of people over on his Discord there. Jump in if you even if you just want to hang out with a bunch of very talented and knowledgeable people. That is a good place to be.
We've got like 500 years worth of gaming experience. It's nuts. It's
Do not miss.
that is to say we're all old. Yes.
Do not miss all of the awesome Castles and Crusades and other goodies from Troll Lord Games. Of course, if you want lovely music and sound effects like we've been enjoying today, jump in to Sirenscape with our affiliate link to try it for free and get the chance to have that awesome stuff in your games too, wherever your players are around the world. And last but not least, of course, you want some of the beautiful click-clack math rocks for rolling all of that random fun and chaos in your games, then jump on over to Phoenix Dice and get all of the amazing stuff that they have there. And while you're there, let them know you came from us with a discount with our coupon codes for both CZRPG and Phoenix Dice there. And you can get a great deal on some beautiful stuff for your games. Okay, thank you all so much. Let us see who our lucky winner is. Closing up the entries there. Today's copy of The Cloud Caves goes to Baron Dragonborn. Congratulations. Just double check they don't have it already, because we've been doing this giveaway for a little moment.
Double checking if someone has something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad I did. He does already have it. Sorry, Baron. Okay, so let us do that one again. Boop. The Maharishi. There you go. Rishi, you don't have it. I don't think
Beautiful.
I don't think you have it already. Congratulations. That's going to a good home. Okay, yeah. That's,
Heck yeah.
that looks like the appropriate response. Okay. Congratulations, my friend. I know that will get to some good use there. And please do jump back in for a new giveaway starting with Out of the Abyss later in the week. Okay, thank you all so much. Please do stick around as we head off raiding to some friends somewhere out there. Let's see who is on at the moment. Lots and lots of people. Let's jump into our friend Darling Creep Show. They're playing themselves some Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Classic stuff. Much like Tomb of Annihilations. And we will look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Thank you all, everybody. Absolutely amazing. But stick around for that raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly. Until next time. As always, here on these parts. Oyasumi Nasai. Bye.
Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, have a good week.
Beautiful.